Hey, I wasn't planning to drop into your day like this, but the first time you fired up the MINISFORUM M1 Pro-125H, you felt something shift, almost like the air in the room got lighter and your whole workflow opened up. This isn't for someone who quietly tolerates slowdown or flimsy responsiveness. This is for the person who feels performance, the kind of person who notices when windows lag, when apps hesitate, when your machine makes you adapt your workflow to its limitations. You already know what seamless feels like, not because of a spec sheet, but because your hands and your focus tell you. Before we go deeper, take a moment to check the current price and stock. Powerful mini PCs like this don't hang around steady forever, and sitting on a decision is exactly how you end up saying I should have just jumped on it. You probably knew it was time to upgrade when your old system started feeling like a negotiation instead of a tool, when it felt like you were pushing your tasks to work around its lag instead of racing forward with them. That tension, the kind you distract yourself into ignoring, is usually the first sign you're ready for something better. You felt it every time a project stuttered or a task waited just 1 second too long. And the first time you powered this little powerhouse on? You exhaled. Everything felt immediate. Not just faster, but confident, like your system wasn't just capable, it was eager to keep up with you. You open apps and they respond. You shuffle through workflows and nothing hesitates. It's not just multitasking, it's uninterrupted momentum, the kind you didn't even realize you were missing until it suddenly existed. Imagine your real usage. You've got productivity apps, creative tools, browser tabs, maybe even a handful of remote sessions, and this thing just flows. You hook up displays, multiple, even, and everything lands exactly where you want it without fuss or delays. You run HD streams, jump between creative and work tasks, and it never feels like you're asking too much because it's built to handle more than that. That's the difference between powering through and gliding through. Once you feel that level of responsiveness in your own hands, everything slower starts to feel like friction you shouldn't have to deal with. You start noticing how many tiny pauses and hesitations used to punctuate your day, and how freeing it feels when they're gone. Take another glance at that price while it's on your mind. Don't let minor stock shifts or hesitation be the reason you look back thinking I should have just done it. If you're wondering whether a mini PC really changes your everyday experience, here's the subtle truth: it does. It's not just about speed, it's about the confidence that comes from knowing your machine never holds you back. The unexpected benefit? You stop thinking about your system's limits and start thinking about your next move instead. Owning this feels empowering. Workloads feel instant and smooth. Every task feels fluid and ready. Desktop space feels intentional, not cluttered. Your setup finally feels aligned with you in reality. Compact systems can run warm under heavy loads, and if you're used to larger towers, it'll feel surprisingly small at first. Eventually you stop scanning specs. At some point, you just choose the rig that already feels right the moment you picture using it. Check that price, trust your instinct, and don't let this upgrade become one you look back on wishing you'd done sooner.